Welcome to Dandelion Farewells. We're an independent funeral directors based in a small village called Whisper Green, very close to Billingshurst and Horsham in West Sussex. Though we're very much on the border of Surrey and Sussex, within our regular day-to-day we cover a 30-mile radius. So that in fact takes South London, across to the Kent border, all across the Sussex coastline and into Surrey. Having said that, of course, we travel as far and wide as people might request us to. I launched Dandelion Farewells in January of 2015. And looking back now, very much after a research year during 2014. So actually at the beginning of 2014, I contacted lots of funeral providers and different locations and venues to find out what they provided, all those different professional roles within end-of-life care and funeral support. I had opportunity to spend time with different people and in different settings to understand their professional roles within funeral care and bereavement support. Particularly in the summer of that year, I worked within a natural burial ground and had a lot of experience therefore supporting funerals that were being hosted there. And at that time I met lots of funeral directors, and I really identified that that was the role that I wanted to explore and to be able to provide for our local community. Similar to most of us, I know, we've attended funerals, we've perhaps had an experience of organising a funeral, and that was my story too. I had been to funerals of those people close to me, some of which I felt really connected with, and that had served a purpose for me, that ceremony. And others, I think I maybe came away feeling that there wasn't perhaps something that I had connected with, and began to therefore, on reflection, question why we attend a funeral, what the ceremony is for, and the collective grief and the collective celebration, and how that can help us move forward. So with those experiences and those reflections, thought that some of the current models of funeral provision wasn't really space for that reflection or that fulfilment of role. So therefore for Dandelion Farewells, it was really key for me. One of our guiding principles is to give folk time to understand what would be helpful to serve them without any prescriptive expectations. Dandelion Farewells is now in its 10th year, for which we are incredibly proud. And yet during the course of that time, as we had anticipated initially, we have learnt and we have grown, both by the different settings that we have been within and the different experiences of each family when we have conversation together. And for us, the course of that time has led us to really seek a lot of opportunity for continued learning and training and qualification to develop ourselves. And also within the resources that we can provide, we're constantly looking at what might be more an advantage for people within our facilities. So very early on, I had the opportunity to register with the British Institute of Funeral Directors, through which I could complete quite structured learning and attain my certificate and diploma in funeral services. And alongside that, and continuing, we are looking at opportunities to develop our understanding in specialist areas. For example, child bereavement, bereavement by suicide, all sorts of specific topics, so that we are continually looking to partner with different organisations and groups and share our learning as well. Very much a kind of paying it forward model, so that all of those people who enabled us to learn, we are trying to carry that through into best practice for ourselves and other people we're working alongside. Special moments within our story will always enable us to reflect and to plan ahead. So moving forward after the first 10 years and thinking about the next 2, 5 and 10 years, we're really excited actually to be in a position to be able to now provide more physical space for our company and deepening our relationships with other care providers and multidisciplinary team networks, particularly hospice care and teaching hospitals. So those opportunities enable us just to begin to contribute to the wider change really for funeral expectations and provision. And it's a real excitement for me to also be involved in the Independent Funeral Directors College as a tutor and assessor. Over the course of time, as the company has grown, been really fortunate to be able to partner with some wonderful colleagues who are now permanent staff members alongside me. And broader than that, we also have many freelance people who we invite to be maybe with us on the day of the funeral to support roles such as carrying the coffin and helping with transport. So in addition, there will also be occasions when there are quite specific elements of the care we're providing for family. So we have maternity bereavement support, for example, where we are now partnering with many other colleagues to really tailor the support we can provide.